The quiet kid. Well, I was one of them. Now, don't get me wrong. I was not one of those quiet kids. I was just more of a shy person. Pumped up kicks was never circulating my mind at all. And in my experience, I can say with certainty that being the quiet kid is just tough. And once that's what I was known for, I was cooked. Everybody's gonna look at you like you're an extraterrestrial being from some random part of the universe. And they think you're gonna open your mouth and start speaking in Star Trek. And how would I know? Well, I held that rep pretty much my entire career in school, even my short-lived college career. And today, I'm confessing probably my dumbest moments being the quiet kid. I'm sure there's some of you watching this that are the quiet kid in school. So I put a list together of my struggles of being the quiet kid, so hopefully you can relate to it. Alright, so let's start with the most obvious one. Let's get this one out the way. Making friends. Yeah, making friends for me, as the quiet kid in my experience, difficult as hell. Because I couldn't even say shit to people. Like, the whole classroom could be up in flames. I would just be totally oblivious, just in my own world, sitting there like nothing's going on. When I first went to school way back in kindergarten, I didn't talk to anybody. I was just chilling, sticking glue on my hands, whatever my dumbass was doing. I never really felt the urgency to talk to anybody, despite human beings being social creatures. I don't know why, I just felt better off doing my own thing, and shit. To be totally honest with you, I was a little bit slow. That's definitely what was going on if we're keeping it a buck. And my teachers were concerned because I was that weird in the corner that would eat glue or crayons on a daily basis. I don't know. I don't remember that time much at all. Honestly, it was kind of a blur to me. But early in my elementary years, I moved schools. But despite that, I finally made friends. About goddamn time, bro. Jesus. Now I'd really only talk to them, and I didn't really make much of an effort to meet new people at the school. Despite me being quiet, I was still included at recess, games, etc. But I was also a spoiled brat and the teacher's pet, so a lot of people didn't mess with me like that. I did not have chill back in those days. The only time I really would open my mouth is when I would be that one kid that was like, the teacher is talking, please stop talking. I was probably the most unlikable person on this earth. I don't know how my classmates did just put me on a stick and just burn me alive. I guess I would only talk because I thought I was doing God's work or something by telling people to be quiet. There was this one time when we were eating lunch, and for context, in the cafeteria, they had this traffic light that would turn red to signal us to shut the hell up. And then I was shushing people at my table. The lunch ladies were yelling at us.
Hey, can you kids shut the hell up? It's time for your little asses to go back to class so we could go on our smoke break. Thank you very much.
And then I got the bright idea to yell kind of loud, yeah, guys, be quiet. Like, what do you think? You're Superman saving the city? Like, little bro, shut your main character ass up. You're not him, dude. Yeah, I was a lame ass motherfucker, so I deserved all the bullying that came my way. And of course, bullying was one of the struggles. Most people who are the quiet kid, quote unquote, are picked on at school. But honestly, I really didn't experience too much bullying at all. At least I don't think so. To be honest, I was probably getting flamed to oblivion behind the scenes though. I was a walking target, so that really didn't help at all. I would wear the same sweatpants from years ago to the point where they looked like they were straight off Temu. Like, I genuinely had the Temu fit on and I thought I looked good. Hell nah, bro. So there I was, me and my Temu sweatpants, duo of the year right there. I would just walk the hallways and feel like the GOAT despite the dusty fit I had on. People that I went to school with would probably look at me in the hallways, you know, while I'm blasting All Girls Are the Same in my earbuds. I'm walking, feeling like the main character of a movie and somehow starring in a music video at the same time. But in reality, they would probably say, is he okay? I don't know. I think he's a mute. I've never heard him speak. Wait, maybe that's the international kid. Yes, somebody actually said that to me. I'm not even trolling. Like, they actually thought I spoke a different language because I never fucking opened my mouth. I already know the comments are not holding back. I mean, the jokes pretty much write themselves. And to be honest with you, I really couldn't do anything without getting cooked. I got up and stood by the trash can with some tissues and started going to fucking town, blowing my nose. And people were snickering at me. For what? Like, dude, what do you want me to do? Walk around with snot dripping down my nose? I'm not walking around like, hey guys. no, bruh. Are you kidding me? To be honest with you, it could have been a lot worse. I could have got shoved into lockers and shit. I mean, I'll take getting cooked any second of the day, to be honest with you. But this one, yeah, this was bad. Group work. Every time I would do group work, I would never have a group to do it with unless my friends were in the class. Because I barely knew anybody. My ass was like the last draft pick. Even during kickball games and shit, I was always picked last. I was like the 55 overall brown shirt on 2K. I was always the kid without a group. It was so embarrassing because the teacher would have to go up to me and be like, whose group has enough room for Burdie? Anybody? No. All right. We'll find your group, buddy. But eventually I would end up in a group, but it was with people that all kind of knew each other. And they were talking about random gossip that I don't give a shit about and I can't give any input on. Like, what the hell do I say about Brad cheating on Allison? Like, I don't care, bruh. And group work became so common, especially in college. Like, they just started dishing a shit ton of it out of nowhere. Every class had some big group project we had to do. And it was just straight crickets in the group chat, honestly. And sometimes when I was in these groups, well, mainly during high school, I would say, I was always pressed about being quiet. And I guess people really wanted to know. It was the biggest world issue and the biggest news at the moment. I would always get asked this even outside of school sometimes. And the answer I always gave was,
I hate society, and I'm watching it crumble before
it was, I don't know. But I truly was just afraid of making a mistake or saying something stupid. And it got to the point where teachers started getting concerned that I was not joining groups. When I was 13, I was in math class, I think. And I played football at the time. I was constantly getting injured, bruises all over my arms. Now, my math teacher would always walk by my desk, which I thought was kind of weird. But then she left the room. And at the time, I thought absolutely nothing of this. Next day, I got to class. And then I got called to the nurse's office. Everybody was looking at me when I stood up, of course. I never got the point of that. They were treating me like I was a celebrity. I mean, that did not help me at all when I was getting called out like that. I got there confused as ever. The nurse asked me if everything was okay at home and asked if my parents were abusing me because I had bruises on my arm. And I was so confused, so I asked her why, and she said it was because I was so quiet. She told me one of my teachers called me out, said that I must have had something going on at home. But of course, group work was bad, but not as bad as getting girls. Yeah, and I put that in heavy quotations because you really think I got any? No. Like, my bloodline ends here. It's over. In my middle and high school days, that's when I started to develop crushes. And during that time, I was trying to play into the whole mysterious opium aesthetic. I thought I was destroy lonely or some shit. It's safe to say that did not work at all, bro. Instead of trying to talk to my crush, I would just hope that being mysterious would help me secure the bag. And my crush probably just thought I was a weirdo. Some of my friends were getting prom dates, but as for me, yeah, I was riding solo at prom, bro. Well, I was that one dude in the corner.
Well, they don't know. I have 50K on YouTube.
Yeah, it's a pretty accurate representation. All the girls would laugh at me and shit. Some people would tell me, oh, it's because they like, shut the fuck up. No, they did not like me at all. They were cooking me, bro, or at least I think they were. Like, y'all remember that time that one girl called me ugly? I mentioned it in a few videos last year, but there's no way girls like me like that. Like I said, the fits were bad. I had no muscle either. I was pure skin and bones. SpongeBob would have had me beat lifting those stuffed animals. I was in desperate need of a glow up, and I just needed to leave my fits in the closet. They were not heat whatsoever. And, this one was an absolute nightmare for me. Public speaking and presentations. I was afraid to say here during attendance. Like, how is that even possible, bruh? But what I didn't realize at the time, it really doesn't matter how dumb you sound. It's literally all about your delivery. That's why y'all fuck with the videos. If I mumbled, these videos would suck total ass and nobody would watch them. Like, your delivery could really go one of two ways. It could just be here, or it could be here. Yo, no way. God. My voice would crack or tremble literally every time I would try to open my mouth. And of course, as you go on to higher grades, you got more presentations to do. Yeah, I was just done for every fucking presentation. I had to sack up and do it. It was either that or, it was raps for my cheeks. Pause. Nah, I'm just playing. But there was this one time a teacher called me up to present 2 classes before I actually had to do it. Like, this dude was lucky I already had it done, but I just didn't practice it yet. So it went as you imagined. So, physics. Yeah, they happen. Gravity, I think. Shout out Isaac Newton. He was a real motherfucker. Thank you. That shit was straight dog ass. But oh, it gets worse. Once you hear the jingling of the jar and the teacher starts to say, all right, who's gonna answer this question? You're done. Your career's over.
Burdie, looks like the popsicle sticks chose you, buddy. Could you tell me, why the sky is blue?
I can't tell you what my brain was thinking of at the time, but the question was not getting answered. But to be honest with you, I feel like as the years go on, I'm getting better. Slow as hell, but surely, I guess. YouTube has helped with my confidence to a great degree. It's crazy. And what I can say with confidence is that you should cop these 2 plushies on the Bird Gang store right now. They're limited time only, and there's only 100 available of each. And that's why I put them at the end of the video, so the real ones know. But if this video teaches you anything, make sure to put yourself out there more and be more confident in yourself and be the best version of you. You clearly enjoyed this video if you made it this far, so click those videos on the end screen.